done quite a bit of animating, if you cannot tell by the just monstrous amount of layers. Yeah, I've been working on this for like a few weeks. Yeah, mainly like doing storyboards and stuff. It's pissing me off. It's so much. It's so much. I've been doing a lot. And I already have some of it done right here, right? And already set up. If you can't tell by all the just terrible, disgusting amount of layers, right? If you don't, something you might not know about Fire Alpaca, but even though it can be used as an animation software, like I use it as one, right? Even though that's like that, I can't insert audio into it, which if you don't know, that's a big problem, especially when you're gonna be animating like this. I'm just gonna get started. Yeah, and that's something that's kind of plagued me ever since I started animating with Fire Alpaca. Yeah, like when I started using Fire Alpaca, actually, like to animate stuff, I was doing small, like not really good looking parts for maps, right? Maps as in multi-animator projects, not the disgusting pedophile word, but yeah, and I didn't actually know that most animation programs like let you insert like audio clips and stuff, because jeez. Yeah, if I would have known that, then I don't know, I probably would have tried getting used to something else. And I mean, I would like to learn another program. Like I have tried a little bit at learning something like I don't know, grease pencil, Blender grease pencil 2D, whatever it's called. I have tried learning that, but it's so complicated. Like it's so complicated compared to Fire Alpaca, because I mean, and for a reason too. I'm not saying that grease pencil is at all like a bad program. It is a very good program. Blender in general is like really good, but it's complicated for a reason, and that reason is it's for professionals, right? Professionals use it, and I'm not on that level yet, right? I mean, maybe, who knows? I mean, it really did sound interesting to me, you know, because I love having new experiences. I don't know if you know this, right? But I love having new experiences, mainly because new experiences like are really good, especially when you're an artist, right? Because if you find yourself drawing very similar things over and over again, that's usually because of a lack of new experiences in your life, you know? And I know this must be something that a lot of artists are going through right now of all times, because, you know, something quarantine, something, but it really is important to have some kind of new experiences, even if that's just something as simple as like watching a new movie or a new TV show, you know? Because if you have like a lots of new experiences, then you'll just draw new things like just instinctually, you know? And that's called like an artist catalog or something like that, you know? Because artists draw what they know, right? And if they know more things, or if they have more experience with more things, right? Or more varied things, you know, then they'll draw more varied things, you know? Just in general, I don't know. Maybe that doesn't help at all. Maybe that's just stupid. But I think it like does ring true for me, because in a period of my life where I was kind of isolating myself, you know, didn't go out, didn't really talk that much to people, I found myself drawing the same kind of things, you know, like full body shots on a like gradient background kind of over and over again, which wasn't very good for my artistic growth, because it just wasn't really that much, you know? Because if you don't draw like more varied I mean, I'm not saying that you can't draw the same thing over and over again, you know? If you don't care about your artistic growth and you just want to do it to have fun, sure, go ahead, draw the same like same characters, same poses, same color palette, same composition over and over again, as many times as you want. But even then, it's going to get boring eventually, won't it? And if you're so used to drawing the same things over and over again, then when it does get boring, you're not going to know how to draw anything else. But I don't know, that's just me, right? I do suggest trying to vary up what you do draw, though, because just, you know, just in general, that's a good thing. Yeah, for, like, many reasons. Yeah. None of which I will get into, of course. No, I'm kidding. I already did. New experiences. Those are good. I've been enjoying iced a lot more. Iced chai tea. The first time I had it was at Starbucks, and I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Starbucks. Controversial opinion, I'm not a huge fan of Starbucks, actually. I mean, I do like their pastries and stuff. I mean, who doesn't, right? But they don't really have a whole lot of stuff other than that really appeals to me. Yeah, and the quality of tea from them like varies wildly depending on which time I get it. You know, specifically chai tea. I've had chai tea many times there before, and like sometimes it'll just taste like pure honey, like cold pure honey, and that's just terrible. Makes me feel fat when I drink it. That's not what I want. Nobody wants that. I was really fake deep when I was 15, if you can even imagine. Well, I mean, I know what that kind of personality is like. I mean, I've met some people that, not 15, but actually older than me. Was he older than me? He was older than me by like a year, wasn't he? He was super fake deep. Oh my god, do not even get me started on that kid. Jesus Christ. He was in the same grade as me, but he was younger. He was younger by like a year. Yeah, he was 14, I was 15. And yeah, so in that year at that school we had this thing called debates, right? Where you were like, it was mandatory, you had to do debates, which I didn't like at all, but you know, whatever, right? What are you gonna do? And for it, what was the debate topic? It was like, should you, something about whether or not it should be mandatory to like stop construction when there's like an animal or or like some kind of species that could be at risk, you know, like within the construction site, something like that, right? That was the debate topic. And the kid who was on the team saying yes, you should halt construction was like, he started like, his opening sentence was, what is life? And that just like, it took everything, it took like all of my willpower to just not burst out laughing, because that's just the funniest thing ever to me. What is life? Shut up, oh my god, shut up. I mean, of course we had to be quote-unquote professional, right? As professional as we could be. We looked like little babies stuffed in you know, tuxedos and whatnot, because they wanted us to dress fancy, but stupid. And the judges loved that. They loved that. Like at the end, they were talking, I mean, I wouldn't trust I feel really bad for laughing, but like, I mean, the kid was like super snobby and kind of mean to me also for, you know, being autistic and whatnot, but I'm not gonna. Also for being transgender, he was like, why would you edit what God gave you? Shut up. Oh my god. I don't want to hear that. Why should I edit what God gave me? You had braces in the past. That's editing what God gave you. Shut up. Oh my god. What a stupid ignoramus. But at the same, okay, so at the end, right, when we all gave our different speeches, what happened? So the judges were talking about us individually, and they were all giving compliments and pros and cons and whatnot. I don't remember what they said about mine. It didn't really matter to me, because I mean, it's just like junior high debates. That doesn't really matter to me. But I'll remember two things. One thing was when they were addressing that kid's speech, they were like, and that opener, when you said, what is life? That was amazing. That's what they said to him. That was amazing. Oh my god. I mean, I understand it, right? Those are adults, you know. People that are like more tech savvy and whatnot have probably heard about the, I don't know, just how common that is for like that fake deep personality and whatnot. Adults, people that are that age, you know, pretty sure they were baby boomers. You know, they don't know anything about that fake deep nonsense. You know, they don't know what what is it? r/I'm 14 and this is deep. What a funny what a funny thing. You know, because I feel like having that kind of awareness or self-awareness, you might even call it, that kind of makes you think, wow, that's a stupid thing for that kid to say. But you know, the judges really said that. Yeah, but that's not as bad as like, okay, so these were judges that claimed to be like professional, well, they didn't claim to be like professional judges, but that's kind of, you know, they were judges, right? Judges of a debate, and they were briefed on debate like terminology and what's the word for specific terminology within a specific niche? Jargon. They were briefed on the jargon, right? You know, they know all the silly little fallacies and phalluses and whatnot, and and one of the there was a girl that was on my team who is like the rebellious type, who at the time I had feelings for, but we're not going to talk about that, right? And she refused to write a speech because she didn't care, and I was the team captain, so I was not going to let us lose because she didn't want to write the speech, so I wrote it for her, also partially because I had feelings for her, but that's something else, right? And I used I used her speech to use anecdotal evidence, mainly because I don't know if that would work, Also because I didn't really care. But I used anecdotal evidence in her paper, right? And when she cited it, right, when the judges were talking about her paper specifically, they're like, "And I respect your use of antidote evidence." That's what they said. Antidote evidence. What's antidote? Stupid. That's stupid. Like, if you're gonna be a debate judge, know the difference between antidote and anecdote. Oh my god, can you believe that? I can believe it, because I was there. What a silly day. My hands were super blue that day also. Like, I think it was some kind of constriction and whatnot of the blood vessels, I don't know. Like, my hands were blue for some reason, but yeah. It was like antidote. Shut up. Oh my god, it was stupid. That was kind of stupid. I mean, I don't really expect that much. No, I do expect more, actually. Yeah, I do expect more. Wait, does this hand make sense? Yeah, the thumb would be there. Okay. Also, that makes me kind of mad that you wrote that first. I mean, yeah. It's okay. It doesn't really matter anyway. Essays are, like, super easy for me to write. I wrote an essay on something I didn't care about, like, at all, like, a couple days ago. It took me, like, 30 minutes. It is so easy. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. In the long run, it doesn't really matter. Something funny, though, that I did get out of that situation where I did have feelings for her. That's something, I got a story. Yeah, I got a cool story out of it. Basically, in my English class last year. I mean, I say last year. I don't know, English term, I guess. I don't know what to call it. I was given a prompt for, like, an essay to write. It was in response to a Romeo and Juliet thing that they had me read. Well, I say thing. It was literally just Romeo and Juliet that they wanted me to read. And the theme of it was, like, what was it? It was like loss and regret or something. Some kind of dramatic wording about, like, loss in terms of, like, love, love and loss. I don't know, something like that. And I wrote, like, I didn't know what else to write about it because I haven't had, like, that much love experience, if any, right? And in the essay, I used just the most dramatic wording I possibly could. Should I read it? On stream? Is this gonna be an essay reading stream? I don't know. I could. No, I won't read it. You'll never know. No, you know what? I will read it. You know what? Okay, I don't know. I'd recommend you do it, just for fun. Okay, I'm gonna read it now. So the title was My Experience with Sweet Sorrow, Loss and Rejection. Get ready for this. This is old writing, by the way, so if it sounds cheesy and corny, that's partially the point, and also partially because I wasn't, like, as good at writing as I am now, because I have improved a little bit, but whatever. So I said, during the golden days of October 2018, when all the trees' leaves would change color and the winds were chilly and bold, was when my heart fell for a girl that I would barely be able to recover from. And I'm not going to say her name, but I'll just say Redacted was her name. A common yet attractive name, with well-kept yet messy black hair, the brazen attitude of a mongoose, and the clear, smooth face most teenage girls can only dream of. Redacted was the most beautiful girl I could ever witness, though the fuel for my flames of desire seems to ignore the caging it's behind. She had a reputation of getting in and out of relationships abruptly with no plan for the future, and at the time she was set on another boy. Blank was his name. A lanky, physically superior Latin boy who she had been floating in and out of relationships with. I had seen how he treated her, the kicking and the disagreements, and yet they'd draw hearts on each other's arms and drink the same milkshakes with two separate straws. To call me jealous was doing me a favor. So sickly sweet the idea of her was, so hard for me to reach. Even speaking to this girl was a hardship of its own. I texted her, I'd try to speak with her during break, but there always seemed to be something keeping us apart. Feelings for me one day, forgetful of my existence the next. Single one day, with her delinquent partner the next. Like I was running up an escalator that was going down. I had had it with the inconsistencies and new information she'd give me that become obsolete every hour about herself. One day, I decided I'd be set on having her for the long term, as foolish of an idea as I was unaware of it to be. Get ready for this. Hey, I called out, redacted, can we talk privately during lunch today? It'll be quick. Sure, she responded. Oh, how her nonchalant responses would get me going. The casual tone of her words about the eventual casualty of my heart. Lunch, a break for most, gave me no break in terms of this charade. I thought I could catch a chance with her since this was her off week, off of a relationship, I mean. So, you know how I am like you and all that. Yeah? I was wondering if we could maybe be in a relationship? Right as this question was posed, as I opened my naive, weak heart up to this all-powerful girl, one of her friends had called her name. Redacted, what do you want for lunch? Her friend asked. Redacted, further interrupted our discussion of intimacy with, oh, it's fine, I'll just order something. Then turned to me and said, I'll think about it, and ran off. Me, with my major organs and tissues messily left discarded on the floor, meant for her to catch, felt like I had been cheated. What is the point of submitting yourself to the mortifying ordeal of being known without gaining the benefits? I felt hopeless, like waiting any more was a fool's errand. And yet, the next day I came to attend to my academics with a pumpkin on hand, a small, smooth, bright orange pumpkin I had found for sale at my local market, a gift of love to win her over, I thought. The second I entered the school gates, I vomited up my major cardiac organs right in front of her. There she was, sitting in the lap of, the Marfan's syndrome carrying derelict teenager. That has not aged well. I should get rid of that. Giggling and flirting with him and not having noticed me. Who shall take the token of passion? Yet I thought no one else is as deserving and suitable. Daunting boyfriend or not, she will have my endowment. Hey, redacted, I got this pumpkin for you. They were on sale, so I thought, oh, cool, thanks. She liked my gift? And her thug suitor did nothing to harm me? I must be so lucky, I had thought. Oh, my poor, desperate old self. The high of thinking someone may love me had blinded me to the truth of her disregard. Though that day was started with me in high spirits, during brunch I discovered something deeply unsettling. The pumpkin that I had assumed to be put in the girl's knapsack was being cared for by her confidant, Blank, who had butchered the squash's minimalistic charm by drawing a crude smiley face and decorated it with stickers. A massacre of this token had taken place, and I was horrified. How many of my internal organs shall need to be subjected to such a massive pummeling by these two youths? One's insides are not made for this wrongdoing, and I was done with taking it. From the day forward, I became an outside observer for their antics, no longer involving myself in her romantic shenanigans. It was for the better. Now it is 12:45 p.m. on a Monday, a mundane Monday, free of high school drama and all the troubles that come with it. That time was so sorrowful, so full of rejection. Is there any bright side? Yes, there certainly is. As divorced, middle-aged men like to say, I dodged a bullet. Now she publicly inhales nicotine and cannabis smoke for clout on her chosen site of social media, and I'm happy as can be, not doing drugs. So that's interesting. That's all. Yeah. Were you half joking when you wrote it? No, I was fully joking. I mean, that really did happen, but I was 100% joking with like the super like in-depth weird descriptors I used. Yeah, I was joking with the descriptors. I didn't feel that bad when it happened. When she didn't when it was clear that she didn't like me back. I didn't feel that bad about it. You know. But yeah, I don't know. It's a cute little essay. That does seem to be a common reaction though. After people read it, they're like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. It's like, it's fine. I'm okay. You know. Alright. Goodbye. See you on Thursday. This upcoming Thursday. 4:30. Pollen. possibly Spooky Says Jump Scares stream. Who knows? Who knows? At this point, thank you for joining me. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you.